Hi all, in this video we'll walk you through the key launches and enhancements that we've rolled out in the first half of the year, all aimed at making work, more simpler, faster and more connected. So here's what's lined up. First we'll take a quick look at Click journey, how it started and how far we've come, especially in 2025. We'll then dive into the latest collaboration enablers, mobile first enhancements, and the growing capabilities available for developers. You'll also see how Click is extending its reach through powerful integrations, meaning connecting with the tools your teams already use. And finally, we'll give you a glimpse of what's coming next as we continue shaping Click into a, central hub for unified communication. Let us start with the why behind everything we've rolled out this year. So the release cycle wasn't random. Not just this, but any release we do for that matter, it is intentional, shaped by some real needs. So more than ever, we are seeing a shift to mobile. So our focus was on delivering faster, lighter experiences on the go. We also knew that constant app hopping kills momentum, obviously. So that's why reducing or even eliminating context switching was a core priority. And with meetings, we don't just stop at connection. We keep building on what's already there, making every interaction clearer, less distracting, and more outcome driven. And a big part of this came from the real world feedback, what you told us and what we saw in action. And just beyond listening, we double down on our own research and innovation. So we're not just catching up, we're building what's next. So with that context in mind, let's dive into what we actually delivered. First up, collaboration. We focused on enhancing the way teams interact every day. So these enablers are all about making teamwork feel more natural, more fast and focused. Starting off with meetings, online meetings come with their fair share of distractions. So with noise cancellation in place, we're cutting through the chaos, whether it's keyboard taps, paper rustling, or sudden background sounds. Your voice stays in focus, so conversations flow better and teams stay tuned in. Now, we've made meetings more inclusive even while you're sharing your screen. Earlier, you could just see 6 participants. Now with the new scroller, you can keep an eye on everyone in the room. It's a small change, but that one that keeps you connected with your audience without missing a beat. And earlier, admins had to whitelist multiple IPs to ensure meetings work smoothly. Now it's much more easier with just one domain to whitelist, and the flexibility to add IPs to it if needed is, made things more easier. It's just less effort and same great performance. So we all know that work doesn't stop at regional borders, and now neither does collaboration. With cross-DC communication controls, admins can decide how their teams connect across data centers. Whether it's external channels or conversations, admins can fine-tune access. So it's secure where it needs to be, but open where it counts. Next, we've made 2 meaningful enhancements. First, Click now speaks Korean, welcoming more users to collaborate in their native language. We've also introduced the inline chat window experience, the one that smoothly slides in from the right when you're working inside a widget, viewing an image, or using the developer platform. Now it remembers where you left off by showing your last active chat or task if there was nothing open. So say if you're tweaking a bot inside the developer platform or in a widget and you need to ask your teammate a quick question, the chat window slides in with your last conversation ready. So no need to search or switch tabs. Just type, send and keep going. It's all about keeping your workflow uninterrupted and your context intact. Last, file cleanup just got more powerful. Earlier, it was limited to the main organization, but now it extends to networks too. That means better control over storage and easy file management, even when you're collaborating with external stakeholders or teams. So if you are someone who's been using Google Chat to coordinate with your team, now that say you're moving to ZohoClick, you don't have to start from scratch. With our new import functionality for Google Workspace and Meta Workplace, you can bring in all your conversations, users, and channels, preserving your chat history, team structure, and context. It's a smooth handover, so your team can continue collaborating without missing a beat. And you can make the switch without the usual migration headaches. Getting started is so easy. You'll find the import option right inside the admin panel. All you have to do is just head over to data administration and import external data. From there, you can choose what to bring in, whether it's Google Workspace or Meta Workplace or even Slack or Teams that are already existing, and Click takes care of the rest. It's designed to be a guided step-by-step process, so you're never left guessing. Smooth, quick, and no disruptions to your workflow. Now let's shift gears and look at what's new on mobile. As I already said, with more users walking on the go, we focused on enhancements that make the mobile experience more faster and more intuitive. So work never slows down no matter where you are. Again, starting off with meetings. Planning meetings on the move is now a breeze. And on Android, you can select a venue while scheduling, whether it's a map meeting room in your organization or a physical location in the map, so attendees knows exactly where to go. Say you're heading out for a client visit and want to set up a quick team sync at the nearest branch office. You can now pin the exact location while creating the meeting, so everyone's on the same page. And to make meetings more smoother, we've added real-time network statistics in the mobile application. With clear metrics and overall score, it's easier to pinpoint if any lag is due to your network. So, say if your video freezes mid-call, you'll know whether it's your signal acting up or something else, helping you stay informed and not just frustrated without any information. Next, we've bought the, rich text editor to both Android and iOS, so you can format messages on the go like how you would on desktop. From bold text to hyperlinks and more, your messages can now be clearer, more expressive, and easier to read even from your phone. You can also now choose specific channels where all threads are auto-followed. No need to, jump in and manually follow each one. It's perfect for important channels like say project launches or customer escalations, where you don't miss a single update even when you're on the mobile. And say you're heading out from home and want to let your team that you're on the move. With iOS shortcuts in ZohoClick, you can create custom action that instantly updates your status, say on the way to office right from your home screen. So this is just one example, but there are n number of shortcuts that you can create. You can also install the shortcuts app and custom create or automate shortcuts like this. The other is widgets. You can also put widgets on your home screen like jump into quick chats or check updates or start a meeting with a single tap. So set up shortcuts for things you do often like triggering a status update, sending a quick I'm available now message to a channel, or opening your daily stand-up group chat. It's all about speed, convenience and control, so you spend less time tapping around and more time getting things done.
Moving on to the integrations and extensions that we launched in the first half of 2025, we made significant enhancements to the already existing extensions, and we've also worked on a few new extensions so that you can bring the external apps that you use on a daily basis from outside ZohoClick into ZohoClick and manage them inside ZohoClick itself. With respect to some of the enhancements that they made, if you are an admin, you will now be able to turn on auto updates to extensions that you've installed in ZohoClick. You can turn on this option for every specific extension and you can exercise better controls. If you feel like a particular extension is redundant and needn't necessarily be updated frequently, then you can turn off auto updates. So when you turn on auto update, what happens is every time a newer version is released on Zoho Marketplace, the extension gets updated on its own, saving you a lot of time. Admins can now access all the internal apps that is developed by the developers in the organization and submitted internally from one single phase. Under resource management internal apps, you have the spending for approval section where every board or command, message action designed by developers in your organization will be sent to you for approval, where you can approve or decline the internal app depending upon the needs of your organization. If you've been using extensions already in Zoho Marketplace, you will now be given suggestions based on the extensions that you have already installed. Just keeping you updated on what's up and new in Zoho Marketplace. You will now be prompted with the options called More from Marketplace under Install Apps, where all the relevant apps, depending on the workflows or extensions that you use on a daily basis, will be suggested to you. Not just in the Install Apps section in Zoho Marketplace, you'll also be able to view all the apps suggested when you exercise some of the internal tools like slash commands, as you can see on screen. Coming to the new extensions itself, these are the 4 extensions, the ones that you see on screen. That is Evernote, Nifty, Reddit, and EverHour. We worked on these extensions when launched newly on Zoho Marketplace. So if you already have an account with these apps, you can now integrate these apps with ZohoClick right from Zoho Marketplace with the help of extension. Simple to install, easy to set up, under less than 2 minutes. Very quick for you to integrate and bring these apps inside ZohoClick and manage all of it. Right from, creating a note, Evernote, or creating a task in EverHour, or probably creating or accessing feeds in Reddit. All of this is possible from inside ZohoClick itself and will be synced with your respective accounts. With respect to some of the revamps that we made, initially last year, later in the year, we had launched bot call alerts, which is basically voice alerts, which is a call driven to necessary people, wherein they will be notified instantly something is reported and you can take action from the call itself. This is also now available as part of the PagerDuty extension, where you can turn bot call alerts on. And every time an incident is reported in PagerDuty, the respective people will be notified using a bot call alert. We also noticed that a lot of them in different organizations were using our in-house PollBot extension. So we need some significant improvements to the extension itself, where now you will be able to export all the polls that you conduct in the PollBot as a CSV file, which can be used for analysis later on. We also support custom duration for polls for up to 7 days. Initially, it could be just a few hours, but now we support up to 7 days. And if any update has been made to the poll that you've already participated in, you will be notified via the PollBot, and you can now change your vote if you feel like the newer options or newer updates to the poll make any sense to you. So we had discussed some integrations and extensions launched as part of the ZohoClick updates in 2025 so far. For all the developers watching this webinar, we also have made some significant improvements to the developer platform. So if you are building internal apps or internal tools in ZohoClick, you will now be able to apply custom date filters and access the logs, check what change was executed and when it was executed. All of this is possible from the context handler. You will be shown a show logs option here. When you click on it, you will be navigated to this part where you can filter the logs using custom time. ZohoClick APIs now support the Open API decorator structure, which means now you can build better apps, use the power of LLMs like ChatGPT, integrate them just to build better tools and apps, integrations as well. You can also now integrate the tools like Postman, Swagger, etc. So these are some of the updates that we worked on so far in 2025, but that's not it. The bigger picture is just getting started, and let me just give you a sneak peek into the road ahead in 2025 for Zoho. We're working on a whole lot of features, and some important ones is the first one I'm going to be talking about is the AI driven agents, where you'll be able to design and deploy them to handle some level of tasks for you. We're also working on a lot of employee productivity features like live transcripts during meetings, just to enhance the way you collaborate and save a lot of time for you. Not just that, we're also working continuously to improve our UI as a whole so that you have a very seamless collaboration experience. We are also working on accessibility, ensuring WACG and VFSG compliance for an all-inclusive experience so that everybody can use Zoho. If you've been wondering about the Flexi subscription, it is in the works and it will be available at least by the end of 2025, where you can customize your plans for the organization based on your needs. Like you could choose whatever you want. You can opt features, remove features, assign specific plans to specific employees. All of this will be possible with the help of Flexi subscription in Zoho. Thank you for watching webinar. If you do have any questions regarding this webinar, please do reach out to us at support@zohoplick.com and we will get back to you.